Collective, what did you do? Collective, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Whatever you did, it worked. Whatever prayer you prayed, whatever scripture you wrote down, whatever affirmation you were speaking into your own eyes by way of building yourself up confidently, authentically, it worked. It worked. You're already aware of this. You know that the divine doesn't play about you. You've cleared out a lot of mistakes. You've learned a lot of lessons, and now wisdom is taking her rightful place. Good karma is having a seat next to you. He wants to be around you. Good karma. This is what Spirit is saying. You got somebody biting their nails, honey, to the white meat. Damn, biting their nails to the white meat. They're just gnawing at themselves. It's because of what's eating away at them. It's guilt that has them biting their nails, shaken, antsy, anxious. There was some type of energy of expectation that something was going to manifest. Whatever this person was expecting, they're now getting a surprise, and it has them in a very anxious energy. Somebody's all over the place. Their thoughts are scattered. Surprise. Yeah, the universe showed up. Whatever you did, you could have done some type of return to sender, or you just didn't return anything to sender. Whatever you did is sacred. Nobody can see what it is. You could be cloaking this prayer. Nobody knows what you said, what you did. Whatever it is, it worked. You sent this shit right back, or this is all somebody was able to see within their own mind's eye. It just reflected and projected back into them. Somebody had to look into themselves, and they saw something very wounded. I'm telling you, now they're biting their nails to the white meat. Yeah, collective. I just heard we amped up the security. I'm telling you, it backfired. They gonna get enough of playing with these little health concerns and death spells and little sigils and all kinds of right now, whatever they got going on. Spirit said, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back, y'all. I love y'all. Come on in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching Spiritual Court TV. Thank you for all the love and the support. Big shout out to Eternal Source. Hopefully everybody is doing good and feeling well. Remember, always take what resonates, pray about it, meditate over the reading, see what you need to take accountability for. And if it doesn't belong to you, then maybe just take it in for educational purposes. That's just my recommendation. It is merely a projection, a suggestion of what I would do if I were you. At the end of this reading, in the middle of this reading, you're the only one that can decide what you will comment, what you will say, what you won't say, and what you will hold yourself accountable to if it resonates. And if it doesn't, you need to use your discernment and know that this doesn't resonate with you. All readings won't fit, okay? But you're more than welcome to stay and just see how this reading turns out as we open up this door. Big shout out to Archangel Michael and Raphael for being by my side. This person is biting their nails. Somebody's nervous. Clarify. What's going on? Why are you biting your nails? What's going on? Because some shit backfired? Some type of manifestation? They wanted to manifest some type of lustful encounter with you. So this has them antsy. This is a glutton. There's somebody that wanted to take all the time from the rising star. Somebody wanted to manifest on top of your manifestations. They could taste it, Spirit just said. They could taste it. I wonder if them biting their nails tastes like the loss that they're taking, the defeat. Can they taste it? They're biting their nails to the white meat. Lust in the reverse and manifestation in the reverse. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that this shit backfired in the worst way. You're a rising star, collective. Aquarius energy. Something about you being in alignment with your destiny, the stars, it's written in the stars. This is your spiritual contract. Lust in the reverse and manifestation in the reverse. Yeah, somebody has to get out of the way. Whew, the divine stepped in. I love it when divinity comes out right at the beginning of the reading. It's kind of like the divine confirming, like, yeah, let's get this out the way. It was I, the great I am, the Alpha and the Omega, Christ consciousness in the flesh, honey, and in spirit. Divinely, that showed up. I need y'all to know. Look how it just came out the gate on this reading straight away. The divine is saying, I need everybody to know that it was me. I was the one. Don't give any of these other gods and demigods any favor. It was I, the creator, that created everything in creation, that made this type of intercession. Lusting over your manifestations with the hopes that they could layer themselves, inject themselves, morph themselves, some type of spiritual hybrid, honey. They ended up sick. I'm telling you, this high vibrational energy is so high in frequency that when people with dark energy try to penetrate the sphere, they can get sick. Collective, this is the year of the horse, honey. Not just the horse, but the fire horse. That's fire, passion. The horse reminds me of Sagittarius energy. Not missing your target type as energy. This was the wrong time, because that fire horse is representing your light body. It's your passion. These are not the same light bodies that we once had when they started these attacks. When they initially started to attack us, the body has gone through a complete and total overhaul, DNA upgrade into a light body. Your energy is hypoallergenic for people that are not in a high frequency. It's going to affect their system. It's going to shut down their whole nervous system because they were trying to come in and play around. Now somebody somewhere biting their nails and you in the hospital. Oh no. Yeah, I just heard, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Love offer. Unexpected money. Isn't it always about money, love, beauty, cars? I want the money, cars and a gold and a hose. I just want to be so lustful. And I just want to be successful. Yeah, you successful at biting your nails. So much so that you ain't got no more nails to bite. This is what spirit is showing me. This is what the creator is saying. Thank you, creator, for using me. Yeah, you ain't got no more nails to bite. You manifested that. You done bit your nails down to the white meat because you were expecting something off of somebody else's energy. You were expecting to wrap yourself around somebody else's self-love. That shit don't even sound right when I say it. How? Who's thinking like that? Whose thoughts are these? They don't belong to us. They don't belong to me. Yeah, look, somebody was trying to bind you. And you've taken control of your life. You're the boss of your own life. I'm the boss of me. I tell me what to do. I move in a way that holds myself in high regard. I make responsible decisions for myself. That's boss, self-love, rising star divinity energy. And there's nothing that can come along and change that. Just because you're in this cage, bound to these lustful requests to the universe, you just want everything without having to do any work on yourself. That shit ain't gonna fly. And that's on everything with manifestations in the reverse and lust and like, just because you're over there bound, somebody didn't want to lift a finger, honey. Now somebody can't lift a finger. Maybe somebody's fingers hurt because they've been biting their nails too much. Maybe somebody's hands are just hurting. Somebody's biting their nails down to the white meat. Nerves. What exactly is eating away at you, ma'am or sir? Guilt, shame, and the fact that the collective knows. Intuitive. They know that you know that they know you know, and that adds so much to their suffering. It's one thing to suffer in silence and take that L when nobody's watching, but it's another thing to know that somebody knows that you're suffering in silence, taking L's, and that you tried to attack them and you ran into that spiritual protection and that shit knocked you flat on your back. Listen, I'm going to need you to get into your meditative mind state. Because this manifestation in the reverse was all the way wrong. It was never in alignment with anything that was right. Lust in the reverse. Thank you. I can't make it up. Somebody shot their shot and got shot in the eye, got shot in the foot. Now they're bound to the shots and now they're taking shots. Shot, shot clock, tick tock, manifestations in the reverse. Don't you come up in here with that nasty ass energy. This is what the spirit team is saying. Let me tell you something about my spirit team right now. They're showing me this person getting what appears to be a very demonic 2-piece in a biscuit. And I don't mean that it's something that's edible, not in the way that they had anticipated, but somebody's getting boo-bopped. Somebody's getting their whole system shocked. Somebody's chakras are getting shocked out of whack, man, because of some shit that they thought they were going to send out and they were not going to be held accountable for it. But somebody was hoping to reap the benefits. That's the crazy part. Somebody was hoping to reap the benefits out of all this negligent behavior. How? At some point, somebody's got to clean this mess up. Somebody was expecting something good to come out of some type of abusive energy. Bad ideas of manifestations that would have never resonated. Lustful energy. Somebody's a boss. You could be a business owner, a rising star. Your business is doing good. You're looking good. Your intuition is on point and you're feeling good. You look good. You're coming out very, very enamored with yourself. You love yourself. You like yourself. So you tell these things to yourself. You know what? I like me. I love me. I'm so glad that I get to be me authentically. Yeah, thank you. That's beautiful. These are beautiful love conversations. You know, having a conversation with your higher self, a loving conversation. And then you got Mr. and Mrs. Flying Ass Monkey over here playing around with dolls that don't resonate with us, that are not in the image of us, but are merely in the image of their own vain imaginations and their fears. That's what this doll represents. Is their insecurities, lustful energies, weird ass, lazy, don't want to do the work, abusive tendencies. That's all it does. So now they're bound to this doll because this is where their energy was in the doll, was in the voodoo. Yeah, I can't make it up. You were praying and they were praying. You were praying and they were praying. And the prayers that you prayed for yourself got answered, collected. And the prayers that they prayed for you landed them in bondage because you're untouched and unbothered while somebody is unhinged. They prayed and you prayed. They were praying, you were praying. This was them and this was you. It's like two completely different realities, two parallel existences that will never coexist. They could have never spoken into your existence. They could have never tried to tamper with your light, man, or your destiny. It was just never possible. But as they're sitting in this reality, this weird ass reality, that we're not subjected or objected to, who's going to tell them? Nobody. Somebody has silenced their higher self. They weren't concerned with divine intervention. They were too busy giving the evil eye, playing with the doll. Now they're bound to it. And something didn't manifest in the way that they thought. Meanwhile, collective was on a whole nother parallel line, paradigm shift. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard parallel and I heard paradigm. And I said paraline. Something was at the line of scrimmage. Somebody had to back up like, bitch, this is too far. Don't you go past this line. Somebody went past the line. Somebody was pushing the line. Yeah, I can make it up. Big soulmate energy. Beautiful energy, collective. Overall energy, you're manifesting a soulmate, a partner, or good people in your life. You're praying for it. It's happening. Your prayers got through. Somebody was praying for you and you were praying for you. And your prayers are the only ones that matter. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard my prayers are the only ones that matter. Whatever this was, they're now bound to it. So this person, this is a very interesting dynamic commercial break of two people praying two completely, totally different things. When somebody should have been praying for themselves, they were praying for you, but they were really praying against you, P-R-A-Y, because they are the prey, P-R-E-Y, or they wanted and desired, lusting for you to be the prey, for you to be the target, for you to be on the receiving end of this abuse. When they should have been praying for themselves to gain truth and clarity and self-love. Instead, you were somewhere in a very personal relationship with you and the divine, minding your business, being obedient, moving about your destiny, wearing your crown, being unbothered, Tapping into the promises from the divine, the Most High God said, keep your mind on me. I'll keep you in perfect peace. And so you did. And so you ended up manifesting a soulmate, a life partner, your higher self. There is attraction here, enamor and soulmate. Two light people in their light body attracted to one another's lights. Yeah. Intuition, being guided, unbothered. So while somebody should have been praying for themselves, they were praying against you and praying on you. But you were praying for you, and your prayers are the only ones that got through, collective. Because you're divine. You can't fake it. You can't take it and stir it up and try to say it backwards and make it apply to little or Mr. whatever this is, Mrs. Evil Eye, in bondage with this voodoo. Honey, baby, it's forbidden. Clarify, the voodoo spirits ain't fooling with you like that. Where the voodoo spirits at? They're not playing with you. They just told me they're not fooling with you like that. Somebody could be watching this and they could be privy to the voodoo culture and they might be like, bitch, who do you think you are? Well, you know, the Loa, they like me. Just ask them. I'm just a messenger, okay? Just a messenger. Don't go put me on your altar. Don't try nothing because the Loa do not take kindly to people that attack people like me that represent them in the underworld and the higher realms. They don't like that. Don't do that. I'm just a messenger. So if at all in this reading, anybody feels mentally unstable or triggered, I advise you to seek some type of spiritual professional help and call out to your higher self and to your higher self answers to where you don't have to project this energy out to anybody. The Loa don't fool with you like that. I'm here to let you know. Somebody thinks they're the big shit, the big machismo, the big bag of chips and a whole combo meal. Baby, I'm here to tell you the Loa are telling me, no, bitch, we don't fool with you like that. We're not rocking with you like that. We're not going to work for you like that. You have no access. You've been blocked by the voodoos. Ooh, you tapped into something so dark. Why'd you do that for? Now you're biting your nails down to the white meat. You might want to get you something else to chew on. Somebody needs a chew toy. Spirit realm just said, tell her to chew on that doggone voodoo doll she kept playing with. Praying over that thing, and instead of praying for herself, she should have made this voodoo doll in the image of her, and she should have prayed good things. That's what she should have did. This is what the voodoo are telling me. This is what the spirits are telling me. What's up, Loa? Y'all don't fool with her like that, huh? You told her to get that shit up out of here. She tried to send you chaos, collective. The chaos backfire, conflict. Somebody wanted your house tore up. They wanted to manipulate your energy. Now they're angry. Yeah, this person ain't all the way foolish. They're smart enough to know that they can't break into your shield of protection. So they were just trying to do something to manipulate the energy and create what appeared to be static. You know, chaos, a little bit of, no. Conflict in the reverse. The Loa, the spirits are saying, we don't fool with you like that. Manipulation. This person can't manipulate a damn thing. They can't even trick themselves and manipulate themselves into, you know, realizing that they need to stop biting their nails down to the white meat. Like, bitch, you're going crazy. You're eating away at yourself. You do realize that, right? What's eating you up? What's eating away at you? Why are you eating away at yourself like that? Get your nerves together. Rich guy energy. It's something about somebody's abundance, something about their faith, something about their money. Some of you are praying for beautiful things. You're in alignment. You're in a good energy and you're putting your energy in the right place. You're putting it towards stability and protection. And this is why the universe is showing up for the collective. Yeah, I can't make it up. You got some money coming in. Something is a miracle for somebody. It just comes in, unexpected money and a love offer. It's like, honestly, y'all, it's going to be like, it's getting better and better every day to where it's going to be like, dang, this is really what I manifested. Like, wow. Yeah. Because whatever this is over here, I mean, do we even really need to speak upon it? Like, let's be real. The Loa are here. They're not playing. They said, we don't fool with you like that. We don't fool with you like that. We got achievement here. Somebody thought that they were going to achieve something by way of manifesting something off of you, by way of using forbidden voodoo, forbidden spirits, use this to manipulate your energy and send you conflict. And they were hoping to gain some type of achievement with these chaos spirits. This is what the Loa is saying. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, Holy Spirits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a karmic masculine here coming up in the reverse. Somebody's been exposed for doing something really weird. Okay. Could have been a karmic masculine out here doing sex magic, lust magic, doing something with voodoo. Okay. over a woman that is single, sexy, and successful, who's now come into some type of a partnership, their soulmate, with what appears to be somebody that's mirroring their efforts, a King of Pentacles. This is like a power couple energy. It's beautiful. Soulmate, y'all look good. Just out here floating in these translucent light bodies. It's so beautiful. This is the kind of light that'll shock you. This is why somebody's biting their nails. Okay, so somebody got exposed for being a karmic masculine. Now they have an entity attachment. So this is what they look like. This person is the entity. This is the energy that I feel. The level of spell work that they did without thinking, without consulting their higher self, like just wasn't interested in the divine at no point or another. You just was all the way blasphemous. Like you committed to that. Okay. Bite your nails. Bite your nails to the white meat. Something's eating away at this person because they know they were wrong. I can't make this up. Child, this shit backfired. Karma came up in the reverse, mature man in the reverse. Somebody's immature, silly, and they have some type of emotional issues. This person is throwing a tantrum, y'all, because they can't get none of your energy. Like, what are you doing? Somebody doesn't know whether they're anxious, sad, mad, depressed. They're just so. I mean, this guy's on an emotional roller coaster. I could see this person's energy. They're biting their nails. Somebody could be shaking their feet. Somebody could be antsy. Somebody can't sit down. They're moving around. It's like, sit your ass down and take a deep breath, because something was supposed to get them some type of leverage over your destiny, and it's not working. I just heard, every time you attack me, I get more and more blessed. Thank you. High priestess in faith. I can't make this up. Literally, these people are becoming a footstool. This is the year of the fire horse. All that extra, you got war over our destinies at this point. Fire being sent, destruction. It's kind of hard to put something back together when you use fire. It's over. So spending time and energy on some type of catastrophe that could never have found the collective. Because at the brink of this ascension, they met divinity with this nasty energy. They now have to show their hands to the divine. They now have to be in their authentic state. They can't sound like you. They can't talk like you. They can't even assimilate to your light in a way. They can't even get close enough to copy you anymore. And even if they attempt to do that, as soon as they try to hone in on that copycat energy, they're just going to see the entity that they are. Somebody has a serious full possession of an entity. Whatever this energy is, this protection that you did, whatever this is, because somebody put some protection over their life. Somebody was like, that's enough. Whatever you did, it worked. Whatever you prayed, it worked. Whatever you cleared out, it worked. And in that clearing, I'm telling you, all this person could see was the actual entity. Somebody could have become this entity over time, unbeknownst to them, hoping to gain some type of like achievement, monumental achievement off of somebody else's inheritance. Ooh, the spirit realm just said, don't do that. Chaos. Chaos. Nothing like a good chaos spell. Somebody trying to distract you from your life. Then they had the audacity to try to run around in your energy, or this is what they were planning. Somebody had already bought and spent your energy and planned it out for their life. Somebody had plans for your energy in their life. They were very, very detailed. They never prayed for themselves, but they were praying for you, that they could get something off of you or something like that. When the universe was like, well, what is it that you want? They looked over at the collective. They was like, yeah, something like that. They weren't specific. They lusted after somebody else's life. You should never impersonate anybody. You should never lust after whatever somebody else has. I promise you, it will always fail in a way that you will go through a complete and total revamping of your personality and your character, something like what you've never seen. It is a form of spiritual negligence. Don't do it, because the universe has a really interesting way of giving you the bitter and the sweet, especially with the destiny swaps. Oh, these are the funniest, because now a lot of people who destiny swap or were told that they did it successfully are now meeting your adversities. Now they're at the part in your story when everybody was throwing you death magic, and now they're trying to figure out how you got free. Because this is what happens when you try to walk in other people's shoes. Now you're at the worst part of my story. That's what I just heard. Good luck. Be strong. I was. Well, what did you do? Well, I can't tell you what I did, because there was a lot of things that were undone. There was a lot of things that were fixed. Those are things that happened over time. So unless you want to destiny swap with me and play out all of the scenarios of the ones that I had to encounter before I got to my crowning, by way of my third eye being open, by way of successfully completing the dark night of the soul, that means that you have a whole bunch of alternate realities eternally that you may need to go through, because you never were supposed to be there. Yeah, I just heard, nobody's supposed to be here. I cried that last thing for the last time. My heart says no, no. What are you doing here in my dark night of the soul? Trying to destiny swap? Nobody's supposed to be here. It's a coven out here. Let's get into it. Maybe they're all biting their nails to the white meat because the chaos magic backfired. These people are in a hissy, they're in a tissy, there is shit looking crazy, and it's looking very pissy. They don't like it. They're mad. Okay. What else is new? Somebody's got to be committed to being mad. You got exiled, you got Page of Wands, you got Ten of Cups. These people are watching you be in your wish fulfillment after all of that. Wow. It was a coven, it was a cult. So they're all biting their nails to the white meat. You stood up for yourself. Somebody didn't foresee that. You mean to tell me with all that consultation, with them talking to the spirits, they didn't foresee that you couldn't be touched? They didn't see when they were talking to the devil? Hell no, child. Page of Wands. These are trickster energies. I love it when people think they're talking to angelic energies and they're getting good guidance, and the devil has already taken them to where they need to be. This whole coven, Page of Wands and the devil, yeah, expect that the devil's going to be a liar, baby. You need to go in and talk to the devil and say, you want me to tell you the truth? You want me to lie to you? Or that this is what the devil is saying to them? Yeah, the devil's a liar, honey. The devil lied to these people. It's a coven, it's a cult. It was a group effort. It was some type of diabolical association. What seems to be the deal? Y'all biting y'all fingers to the white meat, biting your nails to the white meat. Six of Pentacles, okay. Some type of contract, some type of transaction, spiritual transaction. This could have been monetarily, spiritually, energetically. Yeah. Somebody paid for chaos. Five of Wands in a reverse. Now the shit is hitting everybody left and right. Okay. Six of Pentacles, somebody paid for chaos. It backfired. The spirits that they requested to send you chaos, the spirits that they tried to direct your way, the Loa, they're not fooling with them. Okay. Spirit says, that's my Loa now. Okay, come through my Loa. What happened? They sent you for chaos. Yeah, look. Monitoring spirits. So this is what they sent. They sent chaos and monitoring spirits. So not only did they want your life to be chaotic, they also wanted to have a front row seat to the chaos. Why? Because they're sick and twisted. That's why. Only weird ass people like to watch other people fighting. Like, how is that satisfying you? Now, I do like professional boxing. I will watch Clarissa Shields fight, Layla Ali. I like to watch them fight. Mike Tyson. I like the old videos. Yeah. But that's in the ring. That's an agreement. That's keep it clean type of fighting. This person wanted you spiritually to be just in an uproar, for your house to be turned upside down. They paid for these actions to happen. There's a whole coven that paid somebody. Five of Wands, or this is an offering to the Loa by way of some type of forbidden voodoo. The voodoo and spirits ain't fooling with them like that. Five of Swords. They wanted these to be sneak attacks, okay? Things that caught you off guard with the Five of Swords. Why? Because the Five of Swords, your back is turned. You don't have your weapon up. Somebody was trying to wait for your shield of protection to be down before they struck you. Somebody was waiting for your level of expectation of an attack to be minimized so that they could strategically come in this covert energy. This is what the spirits are showing me, and just sneak in and then infiltrate. Somebody wanted this chaos magic to have a slow kill effect on your life and slowly eat away at different areas of your life. And they also sent monitoring spirits. They constantly did divination. Spirit is saying several times a day, clarify the Loa. What did they tell y'all to do? What did they tell y'all to do? Thank you. To go and put a divine feminine and empress in the Five of Pentacles. Make sure that this person is in poverty. This is what the spirits are saying. So the voodoo has been used to help us. I don't know. Clarify. The Loa are saying we don't fool with this person like that. Yeah, they're telling everything. Look at the Loa telling everything. Strength and the sun. Spirit says you're too strong for this attack. Collective, divine feminine, divine masculine, empress energy, sun energy, strength energy. Somebody told them to put out your light, but you come up even brighter. Collective. I am the sun. I am strength. I am Leo energy. I am the lioness. Something like that. This is what I hear divine feminine affirming, because this is the truth. This is what we are. This is what it is. You got the Five of Pentacles. The truth spell. Clarify. The spirits have to tell us the truth. What did they do? They did too much, Spirit said. They did too much. Too much. These people traveled. They went near and far. They did everything. High Priestess and the Two of Wands. Meanwhile, the collective was already on their destiny. Chosen one, you were already on your destiny. You had already reached some type of spiritual milestone that could have never been compromised by this raggedy ass, cult or coven. Whatever they had going on, your path was never meant to be compromised. The Five of Cups. So the spirits are saying that they are now sad because now they have problems. They got the Five of Wands in the reverse. The chaos backfired. Everybody's biting their nails. Everybody's looking at everybody, the whole group. Now somebody is looking at their finances, Five of Pentacles, how much they invested, Six of Pentacles, to try to destroy a high priestess who stood in her power, her strength, and she's still wearing her crown. Five of Cups. Child, these people are sad. Somebody could be sitting in the dark. What the hell is going on, honey? Clarify this covenant. It's called Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. What did they do? Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Clarify this covenant is code with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. What is this about? The Emperor. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. What's going on, Holy Spirit? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they were trying to harvest off of somebody's child. Clarify. The Lovers. Again, this covenant is code came for this connection. Remember, the two soulmates are in their light body. Why are y'all biting y'all nails like this? What's going on? Because this shit backfired. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Oh yeah, we can just go ahead and call this a wrap. The Nine of Swords in the upright. I can't make it up. Nine of Swords in the upright is people deciding whether or not they want to end themselves. Literally. I'm not even playing. This is too much spiritual warfare that has backfired, and there's no shielding, there's no protection, there's no rituals that they can do. There's nothing that they can do to not catch this backfire. The Loa are making a decision. The spirits are. The Nine of Swords, they're trying to figure out how. Yeah, Spirit says, don't say that. Don't tell them too much. Okay. You got the Nine of Swords and the Hangman and the Three of Wands. Yeah, okay. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this shit backfired real bad. This is over. This is really over. It's really, really over, like real bad. These people don't have anything else. No wonder they're right. They're like, somebody could be riding around to and fro. Somebody is antsy. They're getting in the car, out the car, in the bed, out the bed. Somebody is all over. This person has like a twitch. It's giving spiritual Tourette's. They're nervous. They're antsy. They're moving from side to side. It's like a child with ADHD that won't sit down. These people are nervous as hell. They're trying to dodge the swords, the arrows, the backfire, the things they spoke. They're trying to dodge it But too much was said. There's too much chaos magic here. Yeah, my spirit team just said, no wonder they biting their nails to the white meat. They're going to start biting other people's nails. They don't even have something's eating away at these people. Guilt is what's killing them. Guilt. That's a good energy to be in. You know why? Because guilt represents atonement. But is it really that? Are they really like feeling guilty? Or is it that this chaos has got a hold of them? Depression spells, whatever they sin, all that catastrophe. This is really what it is. Bible wants in the reverse. That's really what it is, Spirit is saying. Yeah, these people are the same right now as they were when they initially started this spiritual warfare with you. The goal was to take something that you had, to take you out of this star energy, to take your strength, and it didn't work. Whatever this group, this association got going on, this coven, this cult, yeah, look, they're scattered. 8 of Cups, they got to walk away, but where are they going? The number 8 and the Wheel of Fortune, something about collective's destiny. These people got a spirit problem. It's backfiring too fast for anybody to try to back up the energy or even shapeshift into a higher frequency. This is a group that has been defeated and depleted. So they're biting their nails to the white meat. That's what Spirit just said. This is the message. Close this door, Holy Spirit. That's enough of that. I don't want to channel the energy anymore. I'll call all my power back. This is the message. Thank you for watching Spiritual Core TV. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next reading. Until then, peace be with you.